Okay, welcome back, Thurman Viking, episode 18, season 1. I'm gonna stop at I'm gonna stop at episode 20 and start season 2 after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we can call this episode Too Early to Call.
Too early to call. Basing off of the political stuff or what? What do you, you as the man of your house, what do you, do this shit affect you at all? Because I see a lot of black people getting hung up on this voting stuff, and it's like, what changes in your household that get you so emotional about this crap?
It don't affect me.
Right. I pretty much know that.
The last time voting affected me is when I voted for George Bush Jr.
You voted before?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I voted for George Bush Jr. Yeah, he gave that extra 500 tax cut.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't remember that. You know, they tried to say, remember we had a discussion with somebody we know, they tried to say that Obama done that, and I'm like, no, George Bush Jr. did that.
I've never voted. I never even had the urge to. You know how I am. I'm like, yeah, shit's stupid. You know what I'm saying? I never done it. I just never, I gotta go to a place around other motherfuckers, and of course somebody gonna try to sway you or ask you, is you voting? And to me, if it was really sacred like that, why I feel like it's supposed to be top secret type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like we said before, black people teach their kids and their kids to be Democrats. They don't know why.
Well, yeah.
They just say, oh, this is the side that represents us. But then when you actually talk to a older black person that's in their 60s or 70s, and you be like, well, you know that black people created the Republican Party. They're like, what you talking about?
Blasphemy!
We Democrats over here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever.
I think when remember that one time we was having a conversation and I was like, how I look at it, and I know it might sound kindergarten, but blue is a calming color.
Mm-hmm.
Red is an alarming color. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just like, that's what it all boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
When it's looking at from a political standpoint. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at in the hood, a gang is a gang. I don't give a fuck if it's blue or red. You know what I'm saying?
Yellow or orange.
But it can be on TV and it can be solidified.
It's the separation.
It's the separation.
But like I said, I feel like you can't tell me that the way they doing these votes right now is not a scam, because on this channel, which is Sky News, which we watch a lot because they don't just report what happened in America, they also report what happened outside of America.
Yeah.
They saying that right now it's too early to call. It's 270 to win. They're saying Biden got 44, Trump got 26.
What?
Then you go to another station, which was CNN. They said Biden had what was it, 18?
Yeah.
And Trump had the higher.
Yeah.
Then you turn it to another one with the NBC. Biden had more, Trump had less.
Yeah.
And you turn it to the next station, which is ABC, or you know what I'm saying? Trump had higher, Biden had less.
Yeah.
What I don't understand, if this election is election, everybody should have the same results. Why is it that everybody don't have the same results? Because it's not real.
I want to know who's the motherfucker calculating this shit. Who came up with the standards to calculate this shit? And
or where are they getting this data from?
Yeah. Who feels out these goddamn? Yeah. I think we get too hung up on the uproar around certain shit. If you put a number and a percent sign next to it, motherfuckers think it's real. When you come with black and white and paper and shit to back it up, think about how what was that man named Madoff?
Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, did all them pyramid schemes and shit. These people didn't, research this shit. They actually was like, oh, he got paperwork. He got folders, manila folders. You know what I'm saying?
He hit him with manila folders and a bunch of charts. That was like, here's all our money.
Had to have real shit. It was like the manila folder, son. He had the the judge like, why would you give all this man your kids college funds? He had the manila folder, son. It was legit. No, you thought it was. It's what they make you think. If a motherfucker make you, why do you think pimps are so successful? They make them hoes feel special.
I don't disagree with you.
I'm telling you, and it's just like, this is what this is doing. Bad and black people, I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna, yeah. No,
right.
You're not.
He gonna leave your ass out to dry.
Trump like, all right, whatever.
Trump don't get two shits about nothing but money.
No, nothing but fucking money. And I can't be mad at that, because really, all in all, that's all really what people want. People want to give their kids what they didn't have when they was growing up. Most black people that we know, we ain't have shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you want money. All you think about is getting more money than you had the day before.
That's true.
So, come on now. I can't stand for a motherfucker to be like, what I'm gonna do when I get in office. You could have been doing some shit. You could have been doing some shit, because you always been in some kind of office.
He have been doing shit
against the blacks.
That's where the crime bill come in. But see, motherfucker don't want to talk about that.
Now, I got a question. Do you feel like people don't want to talk about it because it's hurtful? Or do you feel like you don't want to talk about it? They don't want to talk about it because it's like, oh, well, he made a mistake.
Nah, you don't make a mistake because
like that.
It ain't even that. Let's say that was a mistake. So when he called the black male nigger mayor, was that a mistake?
Man, when I tell you he was hitting that thing up like he was practicing it at home before he went up there. We got a nigger male. All I could think of was nigger. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Was that a mistake?
Hell no, that shit was no mistake.
Okay then. So the crime bill wasn't no mistake.
Hell no, that shit wasn't. That shit was wrote out, planned out. Then they sat around the dinner table eating the chicken tortellini casseroles and lemonade and shit. They mapped this shit out down to the nitty gritty. And it's still going on to this day. It's just a different name to it. You know what I'm saying? Then here he go. He like, oh, well, I shouldn't have did it a long time ago. Motherfucker, what made you think of some shit like this? What made you join into something like this?
If he'll do it then, he'll do it
He'll
now.
do it again. He just, guess what, though? He'll do it better. He'll do it better.
He'll make sure when he says he's not getting recorded.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Either, and the thing is, that super predator shit, when a motherfucker say some shit like that, they mean that shit. How can you become a super predator? It's bad enough you a fucking predator. How are you a super fucking predator?
Just by the color of your skin.
Just by the color of your skin. When motherfuckers go to jail, they either learn how, when they coming out, they either learn how not to get caught again, or they just stupid because they gonna go right back. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
He sent so many innocent people to jail.
He don't want to talk about that shit.
But check this out. If they didn't commit a crime and they went to jail, they didn't know how to do, they got so much time, they didn't know how to do nothing but commit crime when they got out. Because they had to commit crime in that motherfucker.
Exactly. But check this out. We said a long time ago, before Joe Biden even picked Kamala Harris, he only picked Kamala Harris to fool black folks.
Yeah, it's what I say.
We said that on probably probably our first episode.
When they were saying that who he was thinking about, right? I said he gonna pick that lady, Kamala Harris, because she's going to be another Trojan horse. Obama was a Trojan horse for the opening for black people. And if black people don't know Greek mythology and shit like that, it's a trick. It's a fucking trick. You get what I'm saying? But black people don't realize we have our dollar is double. Really, the black dollar is powerful. Our whole being is powerful. I ain't never seen the people that can just make nothing out of fucking something constantly. If you really open your eyes and look at what black people, just fucking black people, has done in this fucking coronavirus, they done found out that they can do shit that they always thought about doing, but they had to do it. So just think about if you wasn't caught up in coronavirus, would you would have came up with all these different businesses and indulged in the information that you done fucking indulged in? So many black people done found themselves after all these years of being lost and wandering around.
That's true.
So can you really be mad at what's going on?
No, I'm not mad.
No, I'm not either. But remember I was telling you, my mama called me and was like, forget the coronavirus. I'm like, girl, why you mad? Because, I mean, shit been kind of cool with me. I done kind of found myself. You know what I'm saying? I always thought I was crazy because y'all motherfuckers said I was cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's because they didn't want to understand nothing.
Yeah.
If it's different from a black perspective, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. They can't wrap their mind around it because they choose not to.
Yeah.
They don't want to understand nothing new, nothing different, or what's truly, like I said in the last episode, right in front of their face, and they choose not to see it. Like I said, depending on what news station you watching right now, you getting different results. How is that even fucking possible? I literally can change it right now and go to another one, and the polling system gonna be different. And you're like, well, wait a minute, how is that shit different?
Yeah, I remember when Obama became the president. We was at my daddy's house. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Like, who announced this shit? Like, I just remember my daddy being like,
see, look, 4426. Then we'll go back to Sky. Okay, there's the same.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. This shit is funny because it's like, y'all focus on the wrong shit. Y'all
it was talking about the inauguration of your boy. What happened?
Obama. Oh, but, I don't remember who, like, when he became the president, like, who announced it? Who got up there and announced it? You know what I'm saying? Like, who does this? Who is this? Like, how is this shit put together? Is it Al Sharpton? Who do it?
I don't even remember because I didn't vote for Obama.
Yeah, I ain't either.
And it made black people mad when you say that, but I'm like, okay, first of all, when he won the first time, he didn't do shit. So y'all re-voted for him because y'all try to convince me. They try to convince me to give him a chance that he ain't have enough time, right?
He had to fix all that wrong shit that was going on before he got in there. All these 4 years.
He do 4 more years. Still ain't shit changed for the development in my neighborhood. Yeah. Where I'm from, born and raised. Mm-hmm. And I'm not ashamed to say that I come from poverty. I don't even live in poverty anymore. Yeah. I'm not ashamed to say that because I worked my way out of poverty. But it's still a representation of me where I'm from. Mm-hmm. And it's still poverty-stricken situations going down from where I'm from. Mm-hmm. So when I ride through, it still ain't no change. Actually, it's even worse than what it was. Yeah. Because so many laws got passed from state to state for homeowners, also for renters, and also property taxes and all of this shit went up. Yeah. They started taking people's houses and shit. And they like, well, that ain't got nothing to do with Obama. Bullshit. He let this shit happen. He didn't try to stop this shit. Yeah. Now, you can say what you want to about Donald Trump. At least he trying to stop motherfuckers in poverty from getting evicted. But see, motherfuckers ain't giving him that. He at least doing some kind of reform. Yeah. allowing people to get out of jail from being falsely accused and shit like that. Oh, I don't remember Obama doing that shit.
No, I don't. Obama didn't let as many people out. I think he did like the normal. This what a president's supposed to do.
The normal 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, the normal 3 or 4 people or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It's like these standards, and people need to get away from that shit. Get away from these. Somebody supposed to, and these standards and these invisible ass ties. Like, that's bullshit. Like, either you do right or you do wrong, but you need to stand by when you do wrong, because if you do right, you ain't gotta question yourself. You know what I'm saying? And people be so hung up. I get it. He made the crime bill because it protected him and his kind.
And his family.
And that's his kind.
And then his son turned out to be a super motherfucking predator.
And then you Trump like, okay, what about your son being a crackhead? Well, he ain't call him a crackhead, but you know what I'm saying. Your son a crackhead. He like, we ain't talking about my family. Motherfuckers don't want to. We ain't talking about me right now. Everybody got crackheads in their family. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this too. I love watching how people respond when they under pressure. And when that motherfucker got the
whistle of this shit.
When I tell you,
Trump had his ass whistling.
He was pissed. Because he really wanted to say, you motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? That real Joe wanted to he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? That
he couldn't compose himself. Trump had his ass.
He sounded like one of them teapots. You remember the teapots that whistle? He was finna bust. How dare you? We said families was off limits. Trump like, nah, motherfucker, I like below the belt. You know?
Nah, they brought his son in it.
Sure did. Sure did.
But see, that's the difference. People wasn't seeing it because people too blind to the fact, because they have built this narrative to make you think that Trump is a racist, which I'm not saying he not. But Biden ain't no saint his damn self. But they have made him into a saint. Oh, well, he got a black woman on his team. First of all, you motherfuckers who keep calling this lady black is stupid. Because on her driver's license, she do not resonate with black people. She only recently, during these last couple of weeks, saying that she was a black woman. If you go back 8 weeks ago or 9 weeks ago, she was on the Mendes show, and she said she was Northern Indian.
And then when she debated Pence, she was, you know, she said she was an Asian
African American.
Yeah, and it's like, damn, this is what the Mexicans do.
Right. I not one.
I not one. Me not one.
I not one.
But can you tell not one? He ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Because who are you really?
Exactly. But see, that's the problem. And that's why it's always been a fucking problem. Because our culture is so thirsty for attention. We allowing all these outsiders in to destroy us. And then when they destroy us, we like, well, why you do that?
Yeah. But see, it go back. Remember that old ass story your grandparents used to tell you about the scorpion and the frog? And it's like, you knew I was a scorpion when you picked me up, or whatever the fuck it was. Scorpion, snake. I done heard many different tales. But you knew that motherfucker was dangerous when it picked you up. But you know what I feel like? Black people look at gangs in the hood as a protection standpoint, right? And you know, you used to watch these old gang movies, and it's like blood in, blood out type shit. Motherfucker, once you cross over the sand, if you a black woman, you're in. Now, how you gonna get out is up to you. Either you gonna pay, or you gonna pay. That's how I feel. Justin Timberlake motherfucking some goddamn dudes with his singing and tap dancing ass. Like, it's a lot of people that has
like 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine.
I mean, man, dude, he trolling the hell out of the same motherfuckers he got locked up. That's all he been doing is talking shit about them boys. But I can't. First of all, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not mad because a nigga like 6ix9ine would never be allowed to be around me or anybody in my clique.
Yeah.
We'd be like, boy, if you don't get the fuck off from over here, we'll beat your ass. Yeah. But of course, you know, everybody trying to go with this new wave shit. And they was like, oh yeah, what we'll do is do this with Daniel. Do this with Daniel.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's his name. Daniel turned into the real Daniel on y'all ass. and was like, no, sir, it wasn't me, sir. They killed those people. They shot at those people, sir.
He made me do it.
And then got back out of jail and got back to the same shit he was doing with y'all, without y'all.
I think, that it comes to an issue where we don't trust each other, so we'll grab anything that don't look like you don't necessarily trust yourself, so you'll listen to anybody that don't look like you. We have been taught not to trust ourselves, so much so that we won't listen to our parents even after proving many a times where they can just pinpoint on when you could have done something differently. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And once we start trusting ourselves, we can trust the people next to us. How come when in church, the pastor say, turn to your neighbor? Not tell yourself you gonna be prosperous. Tell the motherfucker next to you, because you know what I'm saying? But then this neighbor looking at this neighbor. But check this out. Do that motherfucker really feel like that about you?
I doubt it.
You know? But I don't know, man. This a sight to see.
I know a lot of black people out here sent the fuck out, with all of it.
That way.
I do, because my thing is this. First of all, if you pushing this vote shit and you been out there protesting and you been to jail, if you get convicted of a fucking felony, do you know you cannot vote until you serve your time? You cannot vote until you serve. Well, that's in Tennessee, I know for sure. Other than that, so think about how many people lost the right to fucking vote because they said that they were going to start charging people who protest and go to jail with felonies.
Yeah. I feel like, it's not about, I think people are so gung-ho on, like I said, keep taking that poison of hope. I hope, it's not that, something's gonna change. No, it's not. I ain't trying to be a dream crusher. All I'm saying is it's not. And hoping and wishing and praying is not gonna, that's not what it is, because they know the hopes and dreams. They gave you these.
They gave you hope.
The shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work because it can go either fucking way.
I agree.
So I feel like it's just up against the person. Like I really like mama, when I talked to mama earlier, she was like, yeah, I went to go vote. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because she got hope. That's her hope. My hope is within myself.
Exactly.
And I don't need hope for myself. I know if this door don't fucking open, I'm breaking in the goddamn window. If there's a window there, I can motherfucking break in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Go around the fucking house. But no, you want to stand in front of another motherfucking house and hold hands with other motherfuckers that's like, oh, let's hope and sing together.
Let's hope, sing, and pray.
And fuck that.
But what are you praying for? What are you hoping for?
Change.
You won't change, but this is not a way to achieve change. Man, this is all I'm saying. Don't have nothing against nobody who protested. If you protested, that's your right. But at Martin Luther King and many other peoples back in the day who have protested, and it didn't excite mass change then, what make you think it's gonna do it now? That hope.
Yeah.
But they hope too. Mm-hmm. And they hope, and it still ain't changed.
Yeah.
I don't care what. Yes, it got better. I can't say that it hasn't got better. But is it to the point to where you don't even got the hope anymore? No.
Because the hope turned to a wish. But that's a downgrade. Like.
So you want people to treat you better. Marching in the street and then staying out there and watch motherfuckers loot. Because I'm telling you, most of these videos of motherfuckers looting were not black people. Seeing a whole group of white people saying they was out there protesting for BLM.
And it was our white
It stopped the black lady.
Yeah.
Stopped her from getting through. Told her she couldn't get through.
And she lived there, right?
And she lived in the neighborhood. And she like, hold on, I'm black. You not. Welcome back from the commercial break. After these messages, we right back. So my thing is what I was saying earlier, before we went on break, is that it's so much confusion out here to where we don't even know where we stand as people. And as long as we allow ourselves to let people pull us into these situations, we will always not know where we stand.
That's true.
History repeats itself, like they say. But just because history repeats itself don't mean you have to repeat the same history. Because instead of marching, we could have showed them how strong we really are with our money. Think about this. Black women spend billions of dollars a year on weave. Our dollar hit our hand and go straight to the consumer. If we really want change, all black people in America got to do is start working and don't give our money to these businesses that ain't black owned. And I guarantee you, that'll be the best thing for us and the worst thing for them. Because they'll be like, oh shit, they woke. They understand their dollars make sense. Many rappers have said dollars make sense. And black people rap this shit, but don't even believe it. I have said once before, we have black people that are billionaires, millionaires, thousandaires. It's enough money on the top right now between all these black athletes and rappers and shit to financially change the game for black people. But guess what? They too afraid to.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, hell, if they can't show restraint, why would I show restraint or show my generosity and do something like that for black people? Yeah, I go to the neighborhood in poverty and give out tennis shoes. That's all. Because that's a tax write-off. So I ain't worried about that. I don't know. I mean, watching this election day or the rest of the election, they already done ruled out Trump, to be honest with you. If you look at the percentages, Trump already lost. They got people with Biden signs. They got all kind of stunts they pulling to show Trump already lost. Which I really don't care, because if Trump win, my world's still gonna be the same. I'm still trying to, buy my own property, work my job, take care of my family, not end up back in poverty, and still look out for the people I can in poverty. My life's still gonna be the same no matter who wins. But the narrative that they pushing when it comes to Biden versus Trump, it just baffles me that Trump already lost. I mean, no matter how y'all put it, Trump already lost. I don't know. I to be honest with you, I don't know who gonna win. I'm not gonna sit here and say I know who. I don't care. I mean, but I know some people out there do care. Some people are heavy Democrats, don't know why. Some people are heavy Democrats and know why. Some people are black Republicans and don't know why. And some people are black Republicans and know why. Just like people are conservatives and liberal, and they know why, and some people don't know why. But for the vast majority of black people, it's a trend. It's a following stage. We follow what everybody else follow. We afraid to step outside the lane and say, no, I'm not voting for neither one of these people because they are fucked up individuals. We like, well, if you don't vote for Biden, then that means you're a Trump supporter and Trump a racist. But that's the narrative that the Biden campaign was pushing.
I think people need to be okay with other people not agreeing with your life, like,
or your decisions,
or you know, it's okay to be disliked. It's okay for people not to agree with you. Me and you, we have a lot of disagreements, and that shit is okay. Like, I don't care if you vote or if you don't vote. I don't care. Only thing I care about is if you hurt kids. You know what I'm saying? Or hurt people. You get what I'm saying? That's it. But shit, if you gonna be a robber, rob. Because you can't rob this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You rob banks, rob fucking banks. You might go to jail. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand that your own consequences, your own consequence. Think about the irony in this. Biden was the original, the regulator of the crime bill. Was he not?
Yes.
He had a son. What did he fall into?
Crime.
Fucking crime. You reap what you sow one way or another.
But on the strength of his daddy, he got him out a lot of shit.
That's true. But that don't mean his daddy didn't have to suffer. You get what I'm saying? He tried to suffocate the people with black and white, and his son was one of them people. If you take away the black and white, you get what I'm saying?
But let him tell it's black people that made his son the way he is. When that's just the fucked up decisions that he made.
Yeah, absolutely. People do not understand. No matter what you do, you can hide, smother, cover that shit up as much as you want to. You will suffer for it. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how much money you don't got. Anything you do that's fucked up to a person, that shit come back on you. These people will sit up here and debate with each other, and both of them fucked up. Pelosi, if Trump win, Pelosi, I believe that she gonna explode on TV. It's gonna be, remember that
like a robot.
that bitch gonna explode. She gonna fucking explode, cause she been trying her hardest to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? I have never seen the president be as bad as everybody has been in Trump. I don't feel sorry for him or nothing like that, but I've never seen it to where like a mayor was like, you come around these parts, boy, you better be lying with the army, son. You know what I'm saying? Though. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
That's treason, though.
Yeah. And it's just like, man, y'all, I can't get too hung up, because people gonna get their shit one way or another. One way or fucking another, they gonna get that shit. And it's like people sitting around waiting. What the fuck you waiting for? You got your own life to be tending to. Tend to that shit over there. Fuck them. You still gotta pay your bills. You still trying to have a family. You still trying to buy a house. You still want the newest car. You get what I'm saying? I get it. Yeah, you don't want nobody lead in the country you live in, but your pastor fucked up.
Pastor fucked up.
Doctor fucked up.
Doctor fucked up.
Them cops, they fucked up.
That's true.
So come on now, don't pick and choose because of the higher standards. When he the president, he was supposed, y'all wasn't gonna do what the fuck he told y'all to do in the first place. For the first 2 years of Trump being the president, motherfuckers was still saying Obama was their president.
Exactly.
Biden and Obama got the same agenda. Biden and Trump has the same agenda, which is I need to keep money in my pocket. But that is the same agenda everybody else has. You wouldn't take one of your paychecks and give it to a homeless person.
That's true.
I don't give a fuck who people vote for. I give a fuck about people paying their rent and raising their motherfucking kids and not running around stabbing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's something I really care about. But other than that, man, fuck them folks. Move the fuck on. Do what you gotta do. Are they gonna put us all in shackles and make us work factory jobs and shit? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Nobody don't know exactly what's gonna happen. And I think that's the narrative is they made you vote through fear.
Yeah.
They forced people to come out and vote for Biden through fear. And Trump started his fear campaign too, because he know fear plus fear equals more fear.
Mm-hmm. But that's how that. And I'm not saying it to be missed. I'm truly not. Now, hear me out. It's not right, because when you force fear upon somebody, you pretty much can make them do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But who don't lead with fear? The church lead with fear. Court lead with fear. Fucking school leads with fear. Cause I remember going to school. If I ain't act right, I knew I could possibly get a paddling or go to the yeah. You see what? Or detention, in school suspension. So the thing is, fear conquers all. But are you going to continue to be afraid? How long you gonna live in this fear-ridden world? Cause honestly, your world is your fucking world. Mm-hmm. That's it. And no, people shouldn't be led on fear. It should not be to where somebody gotta make you do something. The thing is, if somebody make you do something by fear, that means you didn't want to do it. Now, are you gonna fight to not do the shit that they trying to make you do? People scared to have to fight. They like, well, I might die. Yeah, because they was telling you vote or die last.
Exactly.
But did you die? You know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't vote and I didn't die.
It's like, well, you can't take it literal, motherfucker. That motherfucker got on BET and said, vote or die.
I didn't vote, but I didn't die, so
yeah. So
I'm still confused about that narrative.
It's messed up.
But that was just fear, and it created mass hysteria, especially amongst the black community, and motherfuckers ran out and voted.
Mm-hmm. But it's messed up for somebody to make you do anything out of fear. But see, that's something we learn from a young age to do. Therefore, we grow up and we cause fear. Our kids scared of us. You know what I'm saying? After so long, you learn to get so mad to where people will do, including your household, will do what the fuck you want to because they don't want to make you mad. You get what I'm saying? Our kids will straight up look at us and be like, oh, mama not in a good mood. You remember that shit? And your mama come home, you got to watch how she put the mail on the table and see if she mad or not. But shit, I mean, this just something that we just keep doing. We keep doing. We learn people behaviors because we don't want to piss them off. But I can say it works. It fucking works. If the kids ain't doing what I say, I know I can grab a belt and everybody be shaking. They clean up real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Fear.
Even though I don't plan on whooping them,
Fear.
They scared of that belt.
Yeah.
So shit, it works. Don't get mad because it works. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad because it works. I'm mad. I'm not even mad. It's like I just don't understand why people not. I guess they too gullible. When it comes to black people, they too gullible when something gets told to them by a Caucasoid of anybody or any other, race. They gullible. But the moment a black person tell a black person something, they lying.
That's true. But like I said, they come from. They not gonna believe it from you because they can't be trusted. They don't trust themselves. How the fuck they gonna trust you when black people look at each other, they look at each other how white people look at us. Criminal. And then don't let it be, okay, say you got your past. People, you can fight. You know what I'm saying? You a big guy. Even if don't nobody know you can fight, they presume that's the shit you can do because you a big person, right?
Right.
So, and it worked in your favor all your life. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yes, you will use this technique because it works in your fucking favor.
That's true.
This is what they have always done to us.
Right. And I understand that.
So, then you like, shit, this worked for me.
That's why I'm fighting back. How I'm fighting back? I'm not falling into the rabbit hole of the false narrative. Because that's what a lot of black people doing.
Yeah.
But who you see on TV telling you to do this?
Yeah.
Who is it that sits in front of your TV that you watch or your social media that you monitor and tell you to do this?
Yeah. I love rabbit holes. You know I do.
Right.
I love them because first of all, I come the fuck back. I'm not going nowhere to get stuck. First sign of something not feeling right to me, I'ma take what is beneficial to me, and I'm climbing the fuck up out of that bitch.
Well, some
people can't.
Some people can't, and also, you know, when people get sucked in the rabbit hole, they convinced that they are the rabbit. They convinced that this is them. This is me. This is my life. This is what I am. And you're like, well, wait a minute. You can't be that because of the circumstances around your life. I'm this no matter what you say.
Yeah.
And it becomes a point where, like I said, it's not stupidity, it's ignorance. And people are choosing to be ignorant because they don't want to believe the truth. Man, I swear to God, I used to hear black people say this shit all the time. The truth hurt, don't it? Yeah, it hurts you too, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because for you to say that and not understand it, how could you tell me that?
Well, yeah, because a lot of, even with me, like, you know, you will tell me all the time, and you cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just cold. And it's like, no, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But you right. You fucking right. We don't want to know shit. We don't want to know what we think is bad to ourselves. But if it's something that you need to motherfucking sit with that'll cause you to be emotional like that, yeah, you need to sit with it. Because a lot of people you will say something to, they don't get mad because you motherfucking saying it. I hate that it's not what you saying, it's how you saying it. That's bullshit, because if I say it nice, you still gonna disagree with me.
If that's your intention?
If that's your fucking intention. And people will be ready to disagree with you off top by the way you look. I can tell somebody flat out, you hurt my feelings. No, I didn't. But they know they hurt my fucking feelings. They just want to disagree with me. But who the fuck is you to tell me you didn't hurt my feelings?
Right.
Because it's my feelings. You get what I'm saying? This is how... It's like recycling bullshit. It's just a recycle of bullshit. Constant politics.
It ain't no different than it was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It's the same bullshit.
Different people, different faces, same plays. That's it. People need to quit getting so hung up on shit that really don't affect you. It shouldn't. I'm not gonna say it don't affect you, because a lot of people, we do have a lot of weak-minded people when it comes to stuff that look like it's supposed to help you. You get weak-minded. You get confused. You don't want to consume new information because it's too much. Fuck that. It's just enough for me to find out, because these motherfuckers is fraud. But you know when a bitch got on the wig, you know where she got a wig from. You know how many goddamn hairs is plucked in the baby hairs. The edge control the bitch used. The shoes she had. You know all of these things because you sought out this information. And it was enough for you to consume. But you don't want to know about these people that's supposed to affect you in your home.
But see, that's the thing. When it comes to the consumption of information, our people choose gossip and negative situations and negative things to consume instead of consuming knowledge that'll help them, like building their taxes or first-time home owners loan. Things of these natures. You can't tell. I guarantee you, we can start a panel, and we can find people our age or we went to school with, and I guarantee you, you get 10 people and I get 10 people, and out of the 20 people we get, 5 of them won't say that they've been having conversations about home owning and first time home owners loan and building your credit and things of these natures. And they'll tell you, my parents didn't teach me that, so I ain't worried about that. So this is how I think about it. Like, I stopped and thought about it. I pay this motherfucker almost 10 grand a year to live in this fucking house. I've been here 5 years. You know how much money that is? That's over $50,000.
Yep.
Cause I done paid late fees before.
Yeah.
So this over $50,000. I done paid these folks. 5 more years I own this fucking house and won't even own it.
And won't even fucking own it.
So why wouldn't I be trying to get more knowledge on home ownership?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the renting is just not the move, because if I get sick or if I get hurt or if I die, this house don't belong to us.
Yeah.
So obviously, y'all will have to move or pay the bills or continue the cycle.
Yeah.
But see, black people don't have this conversation with their family. Even black people that buy houses won't even tell their kids and their grandkids, listen, we need to sit down and I need to teach you about home ownership. Or entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Yes, it is a lot of people. Now check this out. It's a difference being an entrepreneur or somebody who trying to capitalize on the situation.
Yeah.
Because that's what you got now. You don't have a lot of entrepreneurs. You have a lot of people trying to capitalize on situations.
I have a lot of people that be like, you need to do this and you need to you need to do this and put your face in da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, nah, that ain't me.
Exactly.
That's not me.
Because I'm a true entrepreneur.
I'd rather do this shit back here behind here. You call me, you got questions, I got you. But other than that, that's not what I want.
Trying to capitalize.
Yeah.
And see, that's why when it comes to our company, I never say, oh yeah, baby, let's use your face.
Yeah.
Since it's this big feminist push and it's this push about black women, we're going to put you up front as a black woman and say, this is her company.
Yeah.
Because that's not entrepreneurship. That's you trying to capitalize on the situation.
Yeah, I think my granddaddy called and was like, you need to patent, your herbs and stuff. I'm like, granddaddy, you trying to get me whacked? You know what I'm saying? I done went back to the ball time, son. You trying to get me knocked off real quick? Let me do this shit quietly. Let me move real quiet. I love your results.
And you learn how to move quietly because of what? You seen what happened with Dr. C.
Yep.
So, this man who brought CMOS to America and made it boom.
Yeah.
All of a sudden died.
Yeah.
And then, next thing you know, after his death, guess what? You see CMOS in well.
Yeah.
In major big box stores. Yeah, you go to Walmart and get some sort of CMOS synthetic they done made in other places.
Yeah.
But it ain't the same shit that we got. It ain't the same shit that he had.
You know what I like to see now that, we have so much access to so much information. And, it's quicker to get on Facebook or Google and YouTube and type it in and find out,
Facebook, Instagram,
all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's good to do those things because you're available to do those things. We had to wait a long time ago. And by that time, you're like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know that dial up?
Hell yeah. It was a long ass process. Yeah.
When you was when the AOL finally came
along. That little motherfucker got there. It took some time, but he got there. Here's the thing though. I like looking at people that I like for them to be like, you can do this shit yourself. You can absolutely do this yourself. This is what you need. Because at that point, this person not selfish. I love a non-selfish person.
I do too. I love doing business with a person who ain't selfish.
Yeah.
I think that's the best feeling for me as a business owner or entrepreneur when I'm doing business with somebody who ain't selfish. I love it. And it's like, this is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
For people like that. They're like, okay, so you sell t-shirts. And I'm like, yeah, I sell t-shirts. Well, can you make me 2 t-shirts? When you need them. Well, when can you be available? Because I want to work around your schedule because I know it takes time to do the process. Yeah. I love when people tell me that shit because I'm like, now you understand. You understand more than anybody that I can't just drop down with 100 t-shirts tomorrow because it's a process. So you asking for 2, I'm like, okay, today Monday. When you think you can have the money, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay the deposit up front now because of all the other people of my people who have screwed me. I can't just make the shirts and expect people to pay for them. I have to charge a deposit fee now for the materials that I use because I've been screwed by my own people.
Yeah.
And I explain that to a lot of people when they ask me, well, when can you make this? When can you make that? I can make whatever you want me to make, however you want me to make it. But the problem is, you might not like that you got to put a deposit down. And the deposit is half of what it costs. So if you looking for 2 shirts, I'm selling them $20, $25 a pop, you finna have to give me $25.
Yeah.
Or $20, depending on what I'm selling for. That'll give me enough to pay for the t-shirts and the material. So if you decide that you're going to flake on me, like many of my people have, because, you know, quote unquote, he didn't have the money. Or she didn't have the money. Why would you even go to you don't go to Walmart and go pick up clothes and then get to the register and just walk out with the t-shirt. Yeah. Cause you ain't got the money, then bring it back and say, well, you know, I ain't have the money, so I just walked out with it. Yeah. You don't do that.
I think, you know, I have my run-ins with different folks, and it's just like, really, I can't stand that. What I do with the herbs takes time. Yeah. It absolutely takes time, and
it's a process.
Yes, and I'm stubborn when it comes to whatever I do, and if I feel like you rushing me, fuck you. I don't need your money, even if I need the money, because you're not going to rush me, because if you rush me, that means I might make a mistake.
And then the first time I make a mistake, here we go with the issues. Not the fact that you rushed me, because remember I had that issue with some shirts that was rushed, and I told him I can rush them, but me rushing them gonna bring the quality down because I'm doing them too fast. I need more time. Yeah. You should have came to me 2 weeks ago if you needed this many in you know in so little time. Yeah. But see, that was the problem. No, when it comes to my people, they don't want to negotiate. Now, I have done business with the Caucasoids. Did not have this issue. Yeah. They was like, here's the money. I just want to pay for my shirt up front. And just let me know when you can give it to me. Shit, one t-shirt, I can have it to you by tomorrow. Yeah. And that's exactly what I done. Yeah. But see, that's what I keep telling people. You know, us doing DTG printing, I have to do a test run. I don't just go in there and put the shirt on the press, on the printer and print it. I have to do a test run because it's a printer. Sometimes the colors might be too light. Sometimes it might be too dark. Sometimes, you know, it might be off. Sometimes it might be crooked. Well, so you see what I'm saying?
It just don't want to work.
Sometimes some watermarks might show up, or sometimes the printer need to be rebooted. These are all things I need time to assess when I start a job. Yeah. And it's like, you don't want to give me that. And then I'm like, okay, if you don't want to give me that, then you don't want my business. Well, you know, you the cheapest. Well, it's not that I'm the cheapest. You pay for what you get with me. But at the same time, what you asking me for is to produce like I'm a big box store. Yeah. And that's not what I am. I'm not a Spencer's. I'm not a Walmart. I am me, my own company. I am an entrepreneur, and I'm building my own company. So I can't produce like these companies.
Yeah, I think that's messed up. You know, I think people should give other people, like, people don't, some people have items that they have to hand make, and that shit takes time. If my house ain't clean, or if I'm pissed off, I will put that shit off to the next day. I'm not finna do shit until my shit is together. And no, people's shit is not always together. When you have 3 kids, every other day is like a bank robbery. Everybody sit down and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Nobody move, nobody get goddamn hurt. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like everybody wants you to do. It's no patience. And it's like, do you even have patience for yourself? Of course not. That's the reason why you drive so fucking fast. You know what I'm saying?
What kills me is everybody wants you to do so fast and so quickly, but don't even want to pay you. The moment you say it's a deposit, they like, well, let me call you back. Yeah. So now you done went from you want me to do this and you want me to do it fast till you don't want to pay deposit. So now you want to go shopping around to see if you can get what you want faster for the same price. Then when you realize days later that ain't nobody doing prices like I'm doing nowhere. Not online, not in the city, nowhere.
Like,
Then you call me back, talking about some, well, I'm ready. Can I send you the deposit?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
That's what I asked.
Yeah.
Because at this point, now, like, obviously, I did some shirts for a relative. It was a problem when it wasn't no problem. I'm like, okay, well, tell me what's wrong with the shirt. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Oh, it got a dot right there. Really? A dot you can't even see with your eyes. You literally have to get really, 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 really close. It's so tiny, it was a pin mark. That's how tiny the dot was. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. I just do your another one. I do your another one.
I don't even want that one back.
Right.
But was that the goal?
Probably. Because a lot of people try to play me like that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we need 2 more shirts because these 2 ain't right. Well, give them back to me. Well, wait a minute. What you mean give them back? What you mean?
Yeah.
You don't get to keep this. If I got to redo them, I'm finna take them, cut them up, and use them for practice shirts or whatever I may do with them. I might use them to clean my car with it.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Give them back to me.
Yeah.
And then that's when you realize, at this point, I done made these t-shirts, and you only doing this to get extra t-shirts. But do you do Walmart like that? No. Do you go to Walmart and say, well, these 2 t-shirts weren't right, I need two more? They're going to ask you what? For a receipt and the item. You have to return them. I'm the same way.
Yeah, that's true. Except the